Hey, good morning everyone. We're back again for an update. We've had just absolutely gorgeous weather here. The last day of winter yesterday was 21 above, which is 20 degrees above seasonal temperatures and the averages. Today is a little bit cooler. It started out at 0 this morning. It's supposed to be 10 or 11 above, so figured it's a good day to update everything that's been happening and take this thing for a drive out to a really interesting place. I'm hoping to get some footage of some cool cars to share with you guys. So I'll show you what we got done, what we screwed up on, and go from there. So we got a big step. We got door glass in. As you can see, it turned out pretty nice. They go up and down good. Pop the door. Turn this camera over. Got real nice smooth up and down action on her. The other thing we got done here is, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but the body itself, I didn't know what I should do to protect the patina. And I had quite a few different colors with using the patina maker there, the hydrogen peroxide salt and vinegar. The hood was quite a bit lighter, as well as the all of the weld lines. So when I was playing with my transmission trying to get everything right, I dropped some ATF on the fender here, and it stayed a really nice deep leather patina color. So what I've done is I rubbed the entire car down with ATF, and it looks really good in my opinion. Water beads off of it really well. Well, there's that. The other thing that's happened, and this is totally my fault, a dumb, stupid move on my part. When I installed the glass on the driver's side, I had to completely disassemble the doors, including the door poppers, and I'd been having trouble with the driver's door the lever not coming back far enough to reactivate the striker. So after putting the window in, I slammed it once, it didn't latch. I slammed it twice, it didn't latch, and the third time I slammed it really hard, and that's what I did to my brand new glass. So as it turns out, if I'd have installed the return spring properly on the door popper, that wouldn't have happened. So my glass guy's recutting me another piece of glass, and I'll have to get that glued in here when I get it in a couple of weeks. So the other issue I've been having, I've had a real problem trying to get my front brakes to work. The rear ones, no problem. I can dial up the Willwood proportioning valve and get the back ones to skid, but it doesn't matter how hard I push on that brake pedal, I couldn't get the front ones to lock up. I went to a 1 1/8 inch bore master cylinder from a 1 inch. Still no decent front brakes. I've bled them and bled them and bled them, and what I noticed was when you opened the bleeder with somebody holding pressure on the pedal, you only got a small stream of fluid coming out of the bleeder instead of shooting out like it should. So after a bunch of research, I found out what the problem was, and with my master cylinder setup, it's power brakes, but I have the booster mounted under the dash and the master cylinder on the outside of the firewall, and I adjusted the push rod in the booster, the thickness of the firewall to compensate for it, which was about 1/8 of an inch too much, and it was pushing the piston in the master cylinder past the compensation port when it was stroking and not picking up enough fuel or fluid to run the front brakes. So bad on me, I guess, and now I got it adjusted and the brakes are working exactly the way they should. So once we get everything rolling here, we'll start a a test drive video, and we'll head out into the Bald-Ass Prairie across the Red Goat Trail, better known as the Red Coat Trail, Highway 13, which it's smoother to drive in the ditch. So anyhow, we'll be back in a while, guys. Ouch. Okay guys, we're gonna go for our drive here. Let's get her backed out of the shop and we'll carry on here. Hopefully get you pointing the right direction there so you can see good. Now I haven't been taking you guys along all the time here. I've got 323 kilometers on the car so far. It's been running really good. Getting a bunch of little bugs worked out. Transmission TV cable was out of adjustment. That was causing me my issues with shifting. It's still got a little bit of a problem, but I think I can get that fixed up. Next winter I'm going to do a rebuild on the tranny. Go from there. So we'll head out on this drive. I'll probably break it up into segments because she's the boring prairies here. So fairly nice day. Don't even need the heater so far. I'm quite happy with how loud it is in the car. I don't have to scream, talk to somebody else. Oil pressure runs about 28 pounds at once it's warmed up at idle, and about 40 cruising down the highway. Temperature stays about 90, 95 I think it is. I got 95C. I've got a 190 thermostat in it, or 180 thermostat in it, so that's pretty close. Head her down the road here. I'm way happier with how the brakes are working now. Got one coming from this direction. Don't know if I had the rear view mirror mounted in there for the last update. Highway in Saskatchewan, Highway 37. Got about a mile and a half to go, and then I'll be turning off onto the Red Goat Trail, which is the roughest one in Saskatchewan as far as I know. So we'll just carry on. Once we get up to Highway 13 here, the Red Goat Trail, I've got about 22 kilometers out to Scottsgard, which is another ghost town in Saskatchewan that was purchased by the fellow we're going to see. He owns the whole town, what's left of the town. He's redone a bunch of the buildings, and he's been restoring and rebuilding cars for probably 30 years. He's got a huge collection, and there's a bunch of unrestored stuff that's for sale out there. So hopefully he's going to let me take a little video for you and show you what's there. So we're just coming up to 13 now. Pretty much see as far as the eye can go out here. highway gets beat up pretty bad in the winter by all the trucks hauling heavy loads. Bring you back in a little bit. Hey guys, slow down here. Wanted to show you this really cool old bridge. There's about a half a dozen or so of them in this part of the country that were all built in the early 20s. None of them are in use anymore, but this one goes over the railroad tracks. It used to be a car bridge. That's where the highway was. I'll just show it to you out the side window here. It's pretty cool. See it off in the distance there. This one's got 2, 4, 5 arches. The other ones are all single arch bridges. So kind of cool. Getting pretty close here to Keith's place. Just been dodging the craters in the road, doing about 70 or 80k an hour. So, hey, we're just coming up to the ghost town of Scottsgard. You can see it off to the left there. Just past the windshield post. Show you some of the cool stuff on the way in. Craters in this road. Scottsgard. All these really cool old cars keep falling into his lap. He's been collecting them for so long that people phone him up when they're cleaning out barns, and he usually gets them for a pretty good price. So he's working on some really cool projects. None of them are hot rods, but they're all pretty much restorations. He does have a T-bucket, and I think it's 32 coupe. Just turn you this way. If you look out the window, you'll start to see a whole whack of old cars over there. Projects in the making. He's got a lot of the buildings painted up, and he's got car parts in just about every one of them. Cool old 50 Merc shoebox over there. Used to be owned by the local constable in a small town north of us here, about 50 miles. And in the back way here, he's got a couple of the old houses, old schoolhouse, the church, all with vehicles in them in various stages of restoration. So pull up to his shop here. I'm sure he's going to be quite excited to see what I've done with the 2 Hulks that I got from him when I started this car. So one in here now. And we'll come back here once I talk to him. Okay guys, so we had a good visit here. Sorry, he didn't want me to take any video inside his shop of the newer cars, so but I'm going to show you some of the other stuff he's working on. He's got right there in front of us is I think he said it's a 26 or 25 Chrysler, and we'll just go for a cruise around here and I'll show you a bunch of the old stuff. It hasn't got any warmer yet. Not sure what that one is. That's a Buick. Before COVID, he used to have a car show here every year. It was kind of a good time. We had this whole area was completely full of cars. From as far away as BC. Just go up and down some of the roads here. There's a collection of old Stars. A brand probably a lot of you have never heard of. Some pretty interesting looking ones. A coupe, a pickup. Pretty interesting stuff. Good thing the snow all left, so we got a whole bunch of Erskines. I think Erskine was eventually bought by Oldsmobile. Not sure what a lot of these ones are. There's pretty much anything you want. Oh, Chevys on this side. Got a bunch of, there's a DeSoto over there. Bunch of Chevy coupes in various stages of repair. I believe this green Chevy coupe right here may be coming home with me one of these days here, maybe this summer. I can pick up a couple of those. We got a few British cars there. I'll just go around the block here. Some more British cars and stuff. Spare parts. All of these buildings are full of cars as well. Uh-oh. We got some snow up here. Couple old Pontiacs. There's a Plymouth. some of you are drooling. A lot of it's for sale. So, as he said, he doesn't have enough years left to build it all. Just go through here. This four-door DeSoto, it's for sale. The blue one there. It's pretty much complete except for all the door hardware and trim and stuff. He used that for another restoration. That one I know he wants $1,500 for it. And then there's a bunch more Dodge, Chrysler stuff in there. I'm hoping this summer he'll let me come in and take some video of the cars he's got done. But in the meantime, hopefully that whet your appetite. And I'm going to head her back home. We'll finish this video off then, guys. You didn't hear me say that. Here we are, just to go back home. Lots of ghost towns in this part of Saskatchewan. Just turned 412 kilometers on her. 99% of the bugs wore out. Got to get a e-brake setup done on it so that I can take it in for a safety. Not because I have to, but because I want to. I'd like to have that sticker just for peace of mind if I get stopped. It's a bit chilly out there today compared to yesterday. There we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It's too bad we couldn't get in to take some video of Keith's car collection there. Hopefully this summer he's going to open things up a bit and we'll be able to do that. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.